One of my fellow gamers, and today I'll be talking about the right way to waffle. So have you ever been, writing your essay, and you're like, I need to waffle because I don't know what I'm doing, but then you use waffle, and then like it's just bad, so you get really low marks. Well, today, lads, I'm gonna teach you the top 10 tips to waffle the right way. As you can see here, is the model solution waffle essay. And, opinion's pretty standard to you. But I also have here a bad essay. And look at this. This is bad. And today I'll be comparing the good essay to the bad essay. So, without further ado, let's get right into the top 10 tips to waffle. Wait. I already said that. But anyways, let's get right into the video. And let's stop waffling on what we're doing. Number 10. Alright, so starting with the first tip of the day, I'm going to talk with you about font sizes. As you can see here, what you need to do for the title font size, a lot of people, they just make it big as they can, but that's not right. The best thing to do is to make it the biggest you can, but stays on the same line. So if I make this one bigger, see it goes across. But look, if you make it smaller, the thing goes back up, right? Because it becomes smaller. So I want to make it as big as I can, stay on the same line, so it can look like you're not trying to make the title too big. And it looks pretty small, to be honest. So look, bam. So keep it at that size. But for the text, you don't want it too big, otherwise it's pretty obvious that you're waffling. So you want it to be organized, a little compact, in it. Like all of this, oh, this lovely stuff right there. And yeah, that's about it for tip number 10. Now, let's go right on to the next tip. Number 9. Now, lads, tip number 9 is a much more obvious tip. So basically, it's just always including an introduction and conclusion. Because if you don't, then you're basically just losing word counts, and it's so easy. You basically just talk about what's in there, and there, and there, in there, and then you do the same thing in there. Like, it's so simple. Put the same thing, that is basically the same as that, and that is just, they're both just summaries of what's in the thing, then the, the text, and it just adds more word count. My watch. I'm trying to use up time for my waffle skills, there's waffle skills for video making as well. Trying to get that 10-minute mark, you know what I mean? Anyways, so let's go right into the next tip. Number 8. Alright, so tip number 8, and this is a very important tip, because it's very crucial to making the same word count, because it's very, very important. And that is repeating the same things using different words, just like I did in the last sentence. I said the same thing 3 times. 3! I probably didn't even notice it. As I can see here, I said here, why I said here, innit? So I said that. And I basically said the same thing here again. Why not include it? Because it just adds more word count. Use logic. And then baptism here, innit? Baptisms. I don't know what I put it, but baptisms, yeah. And then it says far more. Therefore, families for Christians are most important for others, yeah. As yeah, I can't speak today, innit? But again, with this stumbling, it takes up my time, my watch count. So, whatever takes up more time, or in this case, more space, is good. 10, 9. Alright, I'll just stop there. Moving on. So, you thought tip 8 was done, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you not. Because I still got time to use up. 10 tips. Need to make that 10-minute mark. You know what I mean? So you get a little time in it. So, now let's go to the bad example. So in here, I repeat a lot of the same things. But the thing is, it's unintelligible, first of all. And second of all, I kind of use the same words, if you can call that words. Like, this is just not how you waffle. Like, you don't just spam waffles. Although I wouldn't mind spam waffles in my mouth. That's pretty tasty, innit? Well, for real now, moving on. Number 7. And number 7 right now is to use longer, more unnecessary words and phrases to increase the word count. And here I've highlighted some key terms there. You might think, this is also similar to the last few and so obvious. But you know what they say. 7, 8, 8. Just like how I'm eating this waffle. Mmm. Mmm. It's a good waffle, isn't it? Mmm. Perfect. Mmm. So, look at all these conjunctions, yeah? Firstly, therefore, very much simplified. I could just not use these, and for stuff like here, I could just show, and that'd be like less words. And this is showing, so I didn't even have to use it. You just say mark, like. But waffle means to add all these are good. There's also others and other paragraphs, but I'm saying it in time in this video, so you know what I mean. Anyways, last bit here is a collective opinion of Christ. Like, I could just said Christian community or something, but you know, it just sounds waffle, and it just sounds like you know what we're doing. You know, I just look how many words it is. Like, if I use that, that's a lot of words. I mean it's not words, letters. It's longer. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 words, letters. I think that use as much as you can. Just take as much space as you can. Physics here. Bad essay. Short words. You don't, nah. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It just looks like you don't know what you're talking about as well. So, use as many of those as you can. And, yeah, that's good. So, moving on now. Number 6. So, number 6 now, potentially one of the most underrated waffling methods. Now, this is using absolutely unnecessary quotes. I mean, I used it here, and just way more all over the whole essay. But these just use up so many word counts. Like, look how much of the paragraph it's just quotes. It's like a third or more. That's more than like a third. Just quotes. And it saves so much time and effort. You just go to the website. If I click on here, open link, boom. Look. It just goes to the quote. You just copy and paste it. And then, you know, you got all of this word count. It's just OP. So yeah, quotes are a massive thing to use. Now moving on to the next one. Number 5. Now next up, guys, for number 5 is a much less obvious tip. And in some ways it's less useful because it doesn't save as much words, but it's still an underrated tip. And that is editing a paragraph on just one word. Sit there and there. I didn't use it too much because I didn't use it there. But you know, it's pretty good method because you can save all of that, pushes that forwards, makes it look like you've done more because you know at the end it finishes the whole page clean and crisp. Now moving on to the next one, number 4. Now lads, tip number 4 is one you might have observed during the course of the video, and that is leaving 2 spaces between. Look, to make sure it's consistent because if you have it, look, if you look at it there and you have 2 there, you can see a big difference. But if you keep it all there, like chances are they won't notice it's a massive gap, and it pushes them more down, makes it the more they have. And if you look at the bad one here, I used way too obvious and inconsistent, like all of that and then just that. Also, before I ended on the end of the line. I didn't add like a little word there to push it forwards, so I just wasted everything the bad one because it's just that bad. And there's inconsistent spacings and they're one, but like a big fat chungus obvious gap there, and the essay, the title is pushed forward like this, right? It's just not on one line either. I could do that, make it smaller, but it's a lot smaller, and it's just a massive waffle. And it's obvious. This is obvious bad. Look, it's just bad. It's bad. It's just bad. So yeah, just don't do the bad essay. Follow this model solution. Next. Number 3. Now lads, I would say that the number 1 most important thing to waffle is not make it obvious. And one of the ways to do that is keeping the paragraphs roughly an even size. So you can see that is basically the same as that. But this is a different size because it's on split pages. So it's like they turn around, so it's harder to recognize. But if I put in this word count, it's exactly the same size as the other. Like, not exactly, but basically the same size. Look, if I copy and paste that, let's put it into my word count. See? It says 417 words, 2,000 something characters. And then if I go back here, and then I put that in there, oh, word count, boom, 403 words, 2,000 characters. A bit more characters and a bit less words. So it's basically the same amount of words and the same amount of space. And it's just a great way of making it look consistent. And you see it's about the same type of introduction and conclusion. Make it seem very hard to spot the waffle. I mean, you can if you could teach it, but it's important to make it not too obvious. Now, moving on. Number 2. Now, lads, just like before, as I said, do not make the waffle obvious. A good way to do that is all the tips I told you to use, like this. Like, don't use it every single time. Don't put too many quotes. I mean, it's quite a lot of quotes, but not too many. So I didn't put any quotes there because it's kind of put quotes against with this topic. But anyways, just don't use too many quotes. Don't overuse the conjunctions. Don't keep spamming it. So if you see my bad one, bad, inconsistent sizes of paragraphs, very obvious wording that I'm just spamming, very obvious copy and paste. See, copy and paste, you can't just copy and paste it. You have to use different words. You can't just say waffle, waffle, waffles. Or they could just read it and say it. Make all the words seem somewhat different, see? If I did that, but instead, if I make a new one, if I make a new one here, look, if I just say China and then coronavirus, can't spell. And then I did that, and you just, copy and pasted that. China convert, like, you can just see that are basically all the same words. You can tell it's the same words, see, because the same patterns. So you gotta make him obvious. Yeah, he kind of just gave away my plan sheet there, innit? But I know, so you make it really obvious. So yeah, like, you can't make it obvious. You just gotta wait. Is that make it obvious? Oh well. Just listen what I'm saying, because I'm waffling, basically. I won't say that. Moving on. Number 1. Now, before, I said that the number 1 most important tip for waffling is not to make the waffling too obvious. But I lied. Why you always lying? Anyways, move on. Actually, the most important tip is to not think about the writing. You just write it. Like, just write. Like, obviously, think, like, here and there to think, add a quote there. But don't think, oh, that's not the right word to use. Just write down the words, innit? Just bam, 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 bam. Oh, that's point, bam, 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 bam. Alright, maybe go back after, like, quickly change that, make it longer, bam, bam, bam. Because the whole intention is to write as much as you can, as much waffle as you can, well, quote waffle, with the least amount of effort and time put into it. Like, even quickly, that's, otherwise you might as well make a good essay. I mean, who said waffle isn't a good essay, you know what I mean? But anyways, just write it down. Just like, I'm just saying whatever I'm thinking. I'm not thinking, should I say that? I don't think so. Nah, I just say it, fam. So, I don't care. Anyways, you just do it. So, yeah. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'm going to go to my outro now, saying the same thing pointlessly to save time. Well, actually, technically, it wastes time. Oh well. It's 10-0 again. Stupid game. Oh, shoot. So anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. This is the outro, number 1. Definitely number 1. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. I doubt you stayed to the whole video, but hopefully you did. Get viewing hours and maybe get monetized and more clickbait and bring that in. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching the video, and hope I can bring some quality video for you soon. So yeah, dab out.